Ow! Ow! Hey, hey, hey. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July.
Fireworks.
You know we could have put that on the soundboard. But fireworks.
Hold on, I'll get it. I'll get it off the soundboard. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the kind of fireworks we're talking about.
Those kind of fireworks. Hey, everyone, welcome to this 4th of July, keeping up with the Kardashians, which is really the 3rd of July. This is Nick.
This is Rob.
This is Joe.
And you know what, folks?
This is Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt. It's the 3rd of July. So we're not going to keep you long today.
But it's your MO to be premature with everything.
It is.
Premature ending.
We just want to check in with y'all, and so you can go celebrate your 4th of July. And we're going to come back with a normal episode next week, but this one's just us, you know.
This is all America.
We want to catch up on some things. We want to catch up on some Star Trek things because we had 3 episodes to watch.
Yeah, we had some Strange New Worlds.
Joe has not watched any of them.
I like to binge.
And
Everybody knows I like to binge watch.
In all fairness, he did keep up with Strange New Worlds last season.
I did.
So the best we can get out of him is 10 episodes?
No. I'm going to watch it.
Not in a timely fashion, though.
That's a show. It's a show that I very much like. I loved the first season. So I'll be caught up by next week.
Okay. Well, that's fine. So we're going to catch up on that, and then just a few other things that we really want to talk about. But we're going to get you out of here in under a half hour today.
I got a question, but what's the AQI in this room? Anybody know? The air quality index?
Air quality index, it's not great. First of all, I may have a little bit of gas.
Oh, great.
Is it AQ? Is it gas, like air quality gas? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Air quality infections. It's an
know that.
STI.
And the fan's blowing right at me. Shit.
No, I'm good
I
today.
didn't know wildfires could give you gas.
They can, man. They can. It was actually kind of cool. I rode my motorcycle over here today, and it was kind of like hazy riding over in the motorcycle. It was kind of fun.
Did you freeway?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't like freeway driving, though. I don't like the feel of the wind, how it kind of pulls on your body a little bit. I don't like that.
Get lower. Problem solved.
No, I don't want to get lower. Get low. Get low. Get low.
Joe, speaking of motorcycles, aren't you doing something soon?
I am.
Next week?
Yeah, this coming weekend, the 7th, 8th, and 9th, I'll be taking my basic riding course.
I'm telling you, best money you've ever spent.
Oh, it's only $50.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It used to be $25 when I did it, and it was simply the best $25 I've ever spent.
So last weekend I went to
value, man.
A couple of like riding events, like kind of like open houses, one for Harley and one for Indian. And at the Harley one, there was a group taking their basic riding course. I think it was a test because it was on Sunday.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I got my helmet in the mail yesterday.
That's pretty exciting. What was the hardest thing that you remember from your motorcycle?
It was a long time ago, man.
I'd say the hardest thing for me is the figure 8 turnarounds.
That was easy. I think the stopping.
Oh, the quick stops.
The quick stops and having to go without putting your feet on the ground.
Oh, I love the. Oh,
Hey, it was fun.
Yeah, those.
Don't get me wrong. The class is fun, and the guys take it so damn seriously. I adore it.
Good.
Yeah. Having to stop without putting your feet on the ground, it's kind of hard. Pain in the butt. I don't like doing that.
Have you tried to do it since?
Here and there, just to see if I can.
You guys buy the book Riders?
Defined by the book.
I am. He's not.
Probably not.
No.
Well, you don't wear a helmet.
I don't wear a helmet. I don't wear gear.
Yeah, like I wear gear.
You wear. I bought a jacket, jeans, and a helmet.
I just wear.
You have to have full gear when you go to the class, just so you know.
Well, as long as you have like not full gear, but it has to be like a long sleeve shirt or something like that, and then boots.
Does a long sleeve shirt have to be padded or anything?
No padded.
No.
Oh, okay, because I bought a jacket with like padding and
that's
jeans with padding. I have boots coming and I have a helmet. So.
See, I didn't get any of the jeans. I did get the boots.
Yeah,
though.
you had to wear boots.
I got the boots, helmet, gloves, and then the jacket.
I'm with someone who's a very big advocate on
Safety.
Gearing up.
Yeah, I am. This guy's not.
Not a chance.
He's an idiot. But he's already got all those concussions. So, like, what's another fall on the motorcycle going to do?
Kill him. That'd be a
If-
2-man podcast. What
If we play our cards right.
Dear Diary, jackpot.
So if next week, if there's only 2 of us, then
Dude, I've been riding forever.
okay.
It only takes one time, Rob. If you want to call and talk to Rob about how he is irresponsible with his motorcycles,
wanna
call us
lecture
at
Rob-
734 494 0980.
Nailed it. Yep.
I love it when you give the wrong number out.
Call Rob and lecture him on motorcycle safety.
Yeah, yeah. Do it. Make it happen.
Why'd you even take the class and just go to the?
Because you have to. Well, it teaches you
Well,
fundamentals.
you don't have to.
Well, it teaches the fundamentals, man. Like the figure 8 riding, like he was talking
Yeah.
about. The way they teach that, it makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
It gets you get comfortable on those, like the value you get out of that course with riding the bikes that are supplied, the teaching, all the stuff.
Yeah.
It's an incredible value.
It is for $50.
Yeah, $50, I'd do it again.
You know what's crazy is the figure 8 is so much easier on a clutch than it is on my motorcycle.
Oh, for sure.
Because like you can't feather it. It's just kind of like you just go.
Well, the point of perspective where you're supposed to look where you're turning, that it's unnatural,
It feels really weird. It feels like you're going to tip your bike,
especially
actually.
on Michigan roads.
Yeah.
Like so, when you're hitting a freeway turnaround, you go from one point. You know how you have to do the loop.
Yep.
You're supposed to look at the end of the loop as you're in the loop to get to where you want to go, because it naturally takes the bike there.
Yeah.
Easier said than done, man. Still to this day, still
You
easier
know,
said than done.
there's an advanced rider course.
I would probably do it.
So there's the basic one that
Yeah.
you went through and that I'm going through that we've all have been through.
I would
There's
be
an
interested
there's
to
an
do the
advanced
advanced one.
rider
I
course.
would wait till the weather. And when eventually when we get our jackets and everything, we can
Yeah.
do that.
So the listeners should know that we are studying. I've been informed that a motorcycle club could potentially be not good for us because it should be a riding group.
No club.
That's what I say.
No.
Motorcycle club.
Why should
An
it be a
MC.
riding group?
Because MCs are gangs.
Yeah, we're a gang.
That's what I said.
That's okay.
No, we're a gang.
Yeah. We're an MC.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, we're a total gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We need to get our
Do you think
jackets
we could?
made.
Do you think we could recruit other motorcycle riding listeners to rep our club?
I don't know. Put the question out there.
So if you are a listener and you are a motorcycle rider,
Hell, if you're driving a car, what the
Yeah.
hell?
would you rep our motorcycle club? When we create one?
Yeah, because it's happening, and we have some good names already. You know,
Yeah. And are there any good names?
Ooh, name
Ooh,
suggestions.
name
name
suggestions.
suggestions for a motorcycle club. We really
Logos.
appreciate
Any
it.
sort of suggestion.
If someone wants to make up a logo,
Yes, anything you can give us, we're down for it. Make it happen, Captain.
I like this.
it'd be fun.
You're gonna need to get a tattoo.
No.
What?
God's perfect canvas? I can't do that, dude.
All right. Just pump the brakes.
I'll get a tattoo.
That's not what you said earlier. You said pump something else.
Well, yeah, but you wouldn't get a tattoo from me? Come on.
You gotta have to put a lot better, not more.
What, Nick? You want to go get another tattoo? What are you gonna get?
I don't know, but I want another tattoo.
You want to go?
I want to like fill up my arm.
Oh, okay.
Ride or die.
Wanna go?
Kardashians.
Not right now, but
Oh.
yeah, soon.
I say end the show. Let's go.
After the show, let's go get a tattoo. Let's get Rob drunk and
Let's
get him a
bring
trap
somebody.
stamp.
Let's bring
butterfly.
somebody to the studio.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. I did.
I've never
pa-
been that
for
drunk.
pa-
first
Patreon.
tattoo was done in a house.
For Patreon.
Yeah, my first tattoo was done in a house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, the big house.
No, his,
Doing prison time.
our friend was raising money to adopt a child, and their good friend was a tattoo artist. And he's like, "I'll come to your house and I'll do tattoos, and whatever money I collect for it will go right towards adopting the child."
But only if he could tattoo a baby.
In a
On
microwave.
in a microwave
Yeah.
from the Flash.
Yeah.
Okay, so other stuff there's other stuff we got to talk about here before we dive into Star Trek. One of the first things I want to talk about is we got some listener feedback here. Cole Breeley called in, texted in, and he's called in before. He's left us a message before, but he was calling in because he was letting us know he's got a new album coming out in
He's a
just
musician?
couple days. Yes,
And he works some DS9 references in there. Well, that's why.
yes. On July 7th, this man is coming out with an album. And he said it's Pink Floyd inspired.
Which
and
I hear there's a single out. Is it Atmospheric?
Astray. Well,
no. The other one.
Atmospheric Scene is
Yes.
one of them.
I think that's the single from the album that's coming out. The other one is an older song.
Yeah. This is one of his songs right here from Cole.
I definitely hear the Pink Floyd influence. I listened to this a couple times earlier today,
Yeah.
I certainly hear the Pink Floyd influence
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Cole, you're a very talented man.
I didn't know we had famous listeners.
Yeah, keep up the good work, Cole. We're going to rep you here. The album comes out on the 7th. Once the album comes out and we give it a listen, look for us to review it in a couple weeks on the on air. Yeah, so we're going to review it. So, Cole, thanks for giving us a shout-out. If you all have other shout-outs you want us to pass along, give us a buzz. Tell us. Send us a $10 bill. We'll advertise it.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
We'll live read.
But we'll do whatever you want. So anyways, Cole.
For $10, yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Very
But-
few things I wouldn't do for $10.
$10 is $10, man.
It is. I'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever it
We
takes.
need to get that lie detector. So
What's the
$10.
What's the convert? That's like 140,000 yen or something, isn't it?
Something like that. I don't know.
It's something.
80,000 yen.
By the way, the name of the album is going to be Shattered.
Okay.
So it's going to be on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio. So, yeah.
All the mainstays.
Oh, so the version of Stray that I didn't play, he said that's an early version that it's untouched.
Okay.
So, but he writes, he composes, he sings, he plays guitar and bass.
Nice.
Good man. Good man.
It's like an early Foo Fighter.
Yeah, he is. Ooh.
But better.
You should see.
Sorry,
Got
I had
him.
to. I had to see if you were paying attention.
All right. Oh, Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Oh, Billy.
I miss Billy.
I do miss Billy.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, we'll have more feedback in the coming weeks from other listeners as well, but we just wanted to share that from Cole. So, give that a listen on the 7th. Make it a listen. Make it so. Number one.
I'm all about, and a lot of you guys know this, the independent scene, man. I want to help out independent podcast, independent artist, independent anybody, man. I'm all about it.
You even vote independent, don't you?
I have.
I'm going to go make some independent films later if you catch my drift.
Oh, I'm going to be there.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's for our thing. That's for our secret thing.
Our secret project.
Yeah, it
secret.
was. I wasn't
I know.
trying to be weird, whatever.
No, you don't even have to try.
I don't even have to try. Oh, goodness. So should we dive into some big news that came out this last week real
Sure.
quick?
Yeah.
Before we go into Star Trek. So there were some major castings this last week, wasn't there, Rob?
Yes, there was.
What was the major castings?
Superman and Lois Lane were cast.
What? What you talking about, Willis?
Spoiler alert: it's gonna be the same person playing both roles.
Henry Cavill starring as Lois Lane.
It's AI Henry Cavill.
And Jason Momoa starring as Clark Kent.
Oh my goodness, I would watch it.
Oh my gosh.
I would totally watch
Oh my
it.
gosh, you would, you loser. You loser. Who is it?
It is Corn Sweat. What's his first name?
David Cornsweet?
David Corn Sweat and
What is her name? I can't remember her name. She's from Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Why am I blanking on her name?
Way to go, nerds!
I had it pulled up, but it's gone.
Oh, Billy. It is
Brosnahan?
Rachel Brosnahan.
Yeah.
Which I think she's a great casting for
You know,
Lois
you guys
Lane.
could have just asked me.
You
knew
knew
it?
that?
Yeah,
Then why didn't you say it?
because I like to watch you two flail.
No, that's not fair. You suck.
Joe's a dick.
Yeah, you are.
It was
Yeah, you
fun.
are.
It's fun.
So, basically, he looks just like Henry Cavill,
Yeah, very similar.
and he's actually going to be older than him by the time they
By the time
film
it's
it.
filmed, yeah.
So
He'll be older in his Superman movie than Henry
Man of Steel.
Cavill in Man of Steel, yeah.
But the whole point was this isn't supposed to be an origin movie anyway. So he's supposed to already be established as Superman because we don't need another origin film.
No, we don't.
Like, that's the last thing we need. I'm over origin films. Just give me a good story.
Yep.
Just make a good Superman film.
Yep.
I feel like, I feel like we're officially in the end of the superhero films. Like, it's
Oh yeah, we are.
it's over. Like, it had a nice run. It's like the Westerns. Like, it has to die for a while, and then you can bring it back. But
The Westerns haven't come back, really.
yeah, they did for a hot minute in the
And they-
2000s.
We had Young Guns,
They
and that's
did,
about
they
it.
Did
Three
the 90s had a couple decent
Yeah.
ones.
Unforgiven, but that was the
Unforgiven
early
was-
90s.
Unforgiven was
Tombstone?
fantastic. Tombstone, Young Guns.
310 to Yuma. That was a
310 to
remake.
Yuma was great.
It was
Yeah.
great, but it did not do well.
No, but it was a great film.
Yes, it was.
They just
God.
The
they
Adventures of
just
Briscoe County Jr.
loved it.
I loved it. I did love it.
They just redid Magnificent Seven.
Aliens versus Cowboys. The Wild Wild West.
Indiana Jones.
I think we're reaching now.
Okay, fair enough.
We're reaching.
Okay.
We're reaching. Yeah. So, anyways,
There was
that's
another
just my
one
opinion.
they just redid too. Oh, I can't remember.
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't. I'm forgetting.
Shanghai Noon.
Shanghai Nights.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys seeing Indiana Jones this weekend? The holiday weekend?
I might go see it.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I mean,
I am
it's
too.
it's a that's one. It's like it's a franchise where if they're gonna make a new movie and a new installment, I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, me too.
It might not be good,
It's not going to be good.
but I'll go see it.
I have no doubt it's not going to be good.
Not going to be good at all.
I have no doubt.
So out of 10,
Dude,
what's
is
your
it gonna
guess?
be-
What's your shot? Call your shot.
4.
A
4 out of
four's-
10.
Four's not terrible.
Well, what would you give Crystal Skull?
3.
Okay, so you think it'll be better?
It'll
than
be
Crystal
better
Skull?
than Crystal Skull.
by a little bit. Then.
Well, it doesn't have Shia LaBeouf in it, so right off the bat, that's
That
going to be better.
automatically deducts.
Yeah.
Adds a point. That's what I meant to say. Adds a point.
He's a weird dude.
He is a weird dude.
In a sea of weird dudes in Hollywood, that dude stands out.
He might be the captain.
I don't know. Joaquin Phoenix is pretty. He's pretty weird too.
Yep.
He is pretty crazy. That Joaquin, though.
I got a question.
I have an answer.
Uh,
It literally just popped into my head. Whatever happened to Jim Caviezel?
He
He's
went off.
a Jesus guy, so they get cut out.
Really?
Yeah, he's a Bible thumper.
He's not just a. He's kind of crazy. I thought.
Aren't most of them? Aren't most of them at least billed as
He was
crazy
in
because they are
Person of
religious?
Interest, though.
That was a fantastic show.
Yeah, he started in Person of Interest. I think they're doing a Passion of the Christ, the Resurrection.
No, it's called Passion of the Christ, The Revenge. He's back and he's
Passion
pissed.
of the Christ 2.
No, they're doing Passion of the Christ, Resurrection. And
Are they?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna assume it's not a major motion picture. It's like a straight to streaming or something.
If Mel Gibson's doing, he'll get funding for it. If he's the one
Mel
doing
Gibson self-funded the first one.
it. Yeah, he paid for it himself.
Yeah,
And it made a lot of money.
That Lethal Weapon money.
it did make a lot of money.
It made a shit ton of money.
Yeah, it did.
People love their Jesus getting crucified.
I think my parents saw it like at least
it
2-3
was
times
a
in the theater.
rough watch.
Oh,
Did you
he's
see it in the theater?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Saw it with a church group, Dan. Whew.
he's a QAnon guy.
Is he?
Is he?
Yeah,
That's too bad because I liked Jim. I liked him.
yeah, yeah.
I thought it was a good casting. I thought he did a fantastic job in the film.
Yeah. Yeah,
After
we
that,
absolutely did.
I never really.
I watched
I
Person of
didn't watch
Interest.
Person of Interest.
Fantastic show.
That's unfortunate.
It's from Chris. It's from.
Is he
Christopher-
coming back as Jesus?
Yeah,
He's being
Okay.
resurrected as Jesus.
Bet.
yeah,
Redundant.
It's an Easter origin story.
yeah. It is. Make it happen, Captain. Make it happen.
I don't need
that what they
another.
call it?
I don't need another Jesus origin story, man.
We know it's well established.
Is it a prequel? I mean, come on. Nick's shutting up.
I got nothing.
This is not a personal shot towards you, Nick.
You know what we need more in our life, though?
What?
Anson Mount.
Yes.
Dan Anson Mount, though. Can we talk about Star Trek: Strange New Worlds?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we're gonna briefly cover the episode. We're not gonna talk in depth on them. We only want to spend another 10 minutes or so here this week. But Rob and I have watched the first 3 episodes. Joe has not watched
Braggers.
any of them.
As soon as I get home on Thursday, my daughter's saying, "Are you ready to watch it?" I mean, literally,
Yeah.
I don't have the other foot in the door yet, and she's like, "I got it queued up. Let's go."
Yeah, yeah. So we had 3 episodes. The first episode, it's kind of nice though this season. They are definitely leaning more into having the crew go on separate adventures and focusing on just separate characters at a time, which I really appreciate.
Ooh.
This first episode focused a lot on Spock.
Yep.
Anson Mount wasn't in it at all. Captain
He was
Pike,
in the very beginning.
very, very beginning. But it focused all on Spock. The second episode was of Una, number 1, and the third episode is
Noonien Singh
Noonien Singh, whatever her name is. I can't remember her name.
and Fake Kirk.
And Fake Kirk, yeah.
Captain Firk.
So each episode, we haven't had an ensemble episode
Nope,
yet,
not
and
yet.
I kind of appreciate it because these characters are endearing and they stand on their own.
That's why I already done so much of a better job establishing the
Discovery.
characters
Yeah,
than Discovery. I
Oh.
still don't know half the names of
I
Discovery.
don't know half the names of Discovery. So
was Discovery more of an ensemble?
No, it's the
episodes,
Michael,
or
it's
is
the
it-
Michael Burnham show.
No, oh,
where
okay.
she cries and then commits mutiny and then cries and then they're like, "You're the greatest captain ever."
And then she saves the world every episode.
every episode, she's saving the literal
Yeah.
But that's-
universe.
Did you guys like House?
Yes,
Interesting.
I liked House a lot.
Interesting, because that's exactly what House was.
But House was also ridiculous too. Like I didn't watch House for the
You watched it for the sarcasm.
kind of
Yeah.
and Cuddy. That Cuddy though,
I don't know who Cuddy is.
Dr. Cuddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, and what was there was also who were the other doctors? They had Cutthroat Bitch was one of them, and then what didn't he just call her 13 or something like that? It was
Yeah, there was somebody he called by a number.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was she was married to what's his name
Jason
from Ted.
Sudeikis?
Yes,
I don't know her name.
not Olivia Munn.
Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde.
Ah.
All the same.
I didn't watch the show. I can put it
Olivia
together.
Munn.
Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn.
Stop. No, we're moving on. So Star Trek. Star Trek. Anyways, so,
Olivia Munn or Anson Mount?
so the first episode of Star Trek, we're not going to go
time.
into details on the episodes really, but basically the first episode is kind of trying to close a storyline from last year. With what's her name leaving the crew, the security officer, Noonien Singh.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. They got to get her back. Yep.
And the intention of people to start a
Klingons!
Federation war. Real Klingons are back.
Klingons!
Klingons back.
Sweet.
The original makeup. Well, not the original makeup, but
Version 2.
version 2 makeup, which is great. And
The
Spock is
Discovery were bad.
amazing in it, and there is a lot of tension between him and Nurse Chapel.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, they want to make it happen. Number one, they do.
Make it happen, Captain.
Make it happen, Captain, because he's the captain in this episode. Episode 2 was about Una Chin is on trial for being an Illyrian. And it's an episode on genetic engineering, which coincidentally fits in with what's going on in our government right now with affirmative action and other things like that, like banning people based off of looks and, it was a good episode.
It was a really good
It
episode.
was a really good episode. And then the third one is a time travel episode. We go back to
Oh, sweet.
The 21st Century Unknown Date.
Toronto. It's
The
somewhat
Canadians.
It's 21st century. It's kind of near to now, but it's still in the future.
It's in the future sometime.
Like
Are there
20 years in the
wildfires? Is it not?
No, but there was a giant
There was a
bridge
fire.
over the Lake Ontario.
The fire.
Maybe.
I didn't start the fire. It was always burning. Okay. Since the world was turning.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Did you listen to the Fallout Boy, the new one from Fallout Boy?
No.
Did you know anything about it?
I did not.
Do you know anything about
they
Fallout Boy recorded a new version of "We Didn't Start the Fire"
with
with
new
with modern events from like
Oh,
89
really?
to 2022 or whatever.
Oh, nice. I want to listen to that
That's
actually.
interesting.
They're getting a lot of shit for it.
Oh, are they?
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they crapped
Because
on
it's
an
Fallout
original.
Boy and it's probably I think it's pretty bad.
We're gonna
I don't like
we're,
Fallout Boy.
we're gonna
so-
listen to it after this episode ends.
Okay.
We're gonna do it.
And we can talk about it next week's episode because we're recording it next.
Yeah, we are. Okay.
Yay.
So, third episode is a time travel episode, and it focuses on just a couple characters as well. It focuses on Leanne, is her name. Leanne?
Yeah.
Leanne?
I don't know.
Nailed it. Perfect.
Yeah, whatever. And she is time traveling with James T. Kirk, who's a captain, but it's an alternate universe Kirk.
Both Kirks have been alternate universe, if you think about it.
Yes, they were. Yes, they absolutely were.
Yep.
But this Kirk is...
Because in the last episode, they went to the timeline where Kirk was on a different ship.
The last episode or last season?
And
last
he,
season.
and he was a
Yeah.
Last episode, last
captain.
season.
He was a captain of
Yeah.
another ship.
Yeah, the Farragut.
The Farragut. Yep, exactly. So I'm trying to figure out how we talk about these without talking about these in detail.
I mean, so the first episode, what'd you like? What didn't you like?
I felt like it was a weak start to the season. It wasn't great. I don't like the whole plot of restarting a war. Like, I feel like Star Trek has really leaned heavily on, oh my gosh, there's going to be a war. Oh my gosh, there's going to be
But
a
here's
war.
the thing: it didn't drag on.
It didn't drag on. It was just a couple people who wanted to start a war. They sorted it out. They fixed it.
I don't have a problem with that part of it because it didn't drag out.
Yeah.
My problem with that is it took a lot of those discovery leaps.
Yes, it did.
Where
Like the ship that got made.
Yeah, it just kind of things appeared out of nowhere and the story progressed without telling the story.
Yeah. It did that a lot. Yeah, especially them commandeering the ship at the beginning. They stole the ship at the
Don't get me
beginning.
started on that.
And it was way too quick.
Terrible.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
That was not good.
That was not my favorite part. Mabenga is good. I love him.
Mabenga's he's awesome.
He's awesome. The doctor. They took some weird chemical that made him super powerful, though. I don't know if I dug that.
Cocaine?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hell of a
Yeah,
drug.
It's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine will kill you.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was good. It wasn't
good.
great. I would probably give it like a 6.
I'd say it's
for the premiere. Second episode though was much better. So it was this trial of her, who is an Illyrian. She was captured at the end of the first season, not captured, but arrested at the end of the first season, and basically she's on trial for being an Illyrian. And the episode ends with them basically throwing it out on a technicality.
Yes.
But also leaning into, hey, some of your rules that you have as a federation are draconian, and you have rules about protecting people, but then you have rules punishing people. So ignore the punishing rule and go into the protection rule, and that's what
Good
they
old
decided to do.
justice.
And what's
system.
interesting about that episode is that they point these out, and obviously we know in Kirk's time, augments are still illegal, and obviously we know in DS9
They are, yeah.
they are still illegal
Because Bashir. Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of a tragic story at the same time still.
Right. You're right. Exactly. Because they couldn't really move forward.
And the captain didn't defend.
No, they didn't put him on the stand because he would have.
No, usually in all these Star Trek court
Oh,
episodes.
yeah.
It's Picard, it's Cisco, it's Janeway.
And they actually had real legal representation.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, Joe Schmo.
Or Worf.
Or
Worf.
Worf. Yeah. It wasn't anything like that. And it was really good, actually. It actually starts with him going and getting an attorney for her, finding a good civil rights attorney for her.
Yep.
And it's great. And it's a good episode, too. And it's kind of nice seeing Pike be this great captain.
You could
but
just
being
stopped it.
sidelined.
It's nice seeing Pike.
It's nice seeing Pike. It was. Because that's the most we see of him in all 3 of these episodes.
Yeah, he's not in it a lot so far.
He's not in
the hell?
it at all in episode 3.
He's in it for a hot second.
Oh, yeah, at the very beginning. He is.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't like what I'm hearing, gentlemen.
No, he's not. And then
That's not a lot of hair screen time.
So okay, can I stop for a second right here in this episode, and we're gonna go over your time frame, Nick. Sorry, but so we're watching episode 2, and I'm with my daughter and my wife, and we're watching episode 2, and Sydney and I are looking at him and going, "God damn, that's a good looking man, and his hair is even better."
Mm-hmm.
My wife doesn't think he's attractive.
I
mean,
I don't know what to do for it. I don't know.
Hold on, let me continue with this thought process. So that led me into questioning her taste in men, which led her into questioning, what do I look like? And I'm like, I'm there. My ego's gone.
Well,
My ego's gone.
This isn't the first celebrity that your wife has said that she's found attractive or had a crush on that has brought into question her taste or her judgment.
Guys,
this is true.
I'm just.
Who's the guy that played?
Can you not say that out loud? Let's just say Ben Affleck is one of her faves.
Yeah, he.
But like
Ben
trashy
Affleck,
Ben
current-
Affleck, like Ben Affleck off the wagon. Is the
Yeah,
one she
smoke
likes.
cigarettes and all that stuff.
Yeah,
current Ben Affleck.
But guys, it hurt when I come to realize.
Yeah, that would be
her taste in men is terrible.
that would be
yeah, it says something about you.
be a
doesn't
gut
it?
punch.
It does say something.
She loves you.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Maybe not.
No, but her taste in men's terrible.
So
Long story short,
what do you give in episode 2?
episode 2, I'd say 8-ish.
That's where I'm at. 8.
Yeah.
An 8 out of 10. And then we have episode 3. It's the time travel episode with her and Kirk in Toronto, which is kind of a fun thing. Some of his scenes were great. Him being a genius at chess was kind of cool. And he's like, it's idiot chess because it's
How
2D.
much money did they get from that chessboard?
I know, right? Like, are people really gathering around a chessboard to be like, play someone and play for
Yeah.
money? I don't think so. Maybe in Toronto though. Maybe Canada is a different place. I don't know.
How's she going, eh?
It was
How about that?
It was Hellbeth did. It was a good episode though.
Yeah, it was good.
There was some interesting things in there. I appreciated how they made this is a different version of Kirk again that we're seeing because he's grown up on an Earth that's utterly destroyed and they're at war basically against everyone. Nothing's going well. It turns out it was the Romulans. It's always the Romulans because they suck.
Stupid Romulans.
Always.
But the thing with the door was pretty funny. He was still born in Iowa, but on the USS Iowa instead of in Iowa, the
State.
state.
Let me help you out there.
Or it wasn't a state then, though.
No.
By the time he's born, it's not a state.
Yeah, well, it could still be a state.
No, it's an area. There's no United States anymore.
It's the United Area.
The United Area of America. But then they do something at the end that it's kind of like, I feel like the writers think we care way more about Khan than we really do.
Yes.
Like, I understand how Khan is a good villain, but you don't need. I mean, it was kind of cool to see him as a kid and be like, "You're
No,
just a kid."
it wasn't.
Oh, you didn't like that?
No, not at all.
Oh, I didn't mind
It's
it.
Kid Khan.
Kid Khan. Yeah, he's in a room. He's locked in a room and he's just playing, minding his own business.
What's playing Minecraft?
Are you here to kill me?
Roblox?
No.
Shoot him in the head.
But then she dies. Time paradox, man.
I don't care.
Because she's a
No,
descendant
because the
of
guy
Khan.
said that you're holding that device that protects you from the timeline
Oh,
changes.
so you could kill him.
Yeah,
But
plug
then,
him.
But then what does that do to the timeline?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
who
why she
cares?
didn't.
Because that's the whole thing. Khan gets killed in the initial cold fusion explosion.
Well, that's why they want to.
Yeah.
That's why the Romulans wanted him.
That's why Earth sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, if you traveled back in time, would you kill Hitler
No.
because of what it would do to the timeline? Or
This
just
is
because you're a
not the
big
time to talk about time, guys.
or
We
just
don't
'cause you're
have
a-
the time.
Or just because you're a big fan. Big fan.
Careful how you answer, Nick.
No,
I'm a
because
big
there's,
fan of your future
there's
work.
this weird part of my brain that even though like I technically know what happens, the fact that I've traveled back in time automatically changes things. So it's like, is me just being here automatically
Only
going
if
to
you
change the
interact.
timeline and make him not a crazy... But you don't know that.
Oh, you're going to try to
So, like, could he maybe not be so evil? Like,
you're going to try to
I'd be like-
rehabilitate him.
No, I'd be like, the future isn't written
Here's
yet,
the thing.
so I don't know what he's going to do. So I'd be weird.
But you
Nick,
do know.
Nick would go in there and try to rehabilitate Hitler, and then Hitler would dupe him into the cult.
Yeah.
Look, Deadpool already killed him in the second Deadpool movie. He went back in time and killed
Yeah,
him.
but you could have done it before him.
Yeah, but that's okay. I don't think I could kill anyone.
You would have been famous.
No?
Nobody?
No, I don't think I could.
Wow, really?
I don't think I could. I really don't think I could.
That's unfortunate for about
Maybe-
6 million people.
More than that.
Yeah.
More than that. Probably closer to 40 million total because of him. Yeah. I'm weird.
But
So
Nick's like,
I would
I
say-
wouldn't kill him.
Yeah. Leave him alone. He's fine.
I
Look
know.
at him. He's cute.
He's
I
like,
said
cute
no
kid.
too quick, didn't I?
Oh,
That's
I mean,
right.
I don't even think you're just like, no.
No.
That 3-year-old has a killer mustache.
It's a milk mustache at that point.
It's
though.
funny that it's funny because the mustache that he would have as a 3-year-old, that size would cover like his whole lip. The mustache just never grew with.
Yeah.
It's a 3-year-old mustache.
Aw.
Good Lord.
That was his villain origin story right
yeah,
there.
he couldn't grow a mustache.
Yeah, he was very upset.
And you had a chance. You had a shot. And
Too
you
soon.
just
Too soon.
So mad.
Episode 3, what do you give it?
7.
I give it an 8. I give it an 8. I enjoyed it.
It was a step down for me.
I still enjoyed
stepped down from
I
episode
enjoyed
2.
Yeah.
I enjoyed how it was a fun episode, but it wasn't super serious all at the same time.
It did some things I don't care for,
yeah.
which
it
are
changes some canon.
which are a second side effect.
Yeah.
They're like practically in love after a day.
She likes him. That's okay.
Yeah,
It's Anson Mount.
No, it wasn't. It was Jim Kirk, and not even the
Oh.
good Jim Kirk.
She bonded with him. There's nothing wrong with that. That
They're
happens. in-
that attached.
Dude, I just watched a Mission Impossible movie where he's in love with another spy and he's just watched her kill people. That's it. And they're in love.
You wouldn't,
Kirk-
you wouldn't be turned on by that?
I mean, maybe.
Jim Kirk has the Kavorka. He's got it.
Yeah.
I don't. This Kirk doesn't though. He has no
Yes,
charisma.
he does.
No,
in
he
this
doesn't.
episode,
All
he
Kirks.
absolutely
No,
does.
he doesn't.
You don't know. What do you know? What do you?
I know charisma.
You like Jason Momoa.
Every timeline, Kirk has the Kavorka.
You put this guy up against Shatner and Pine.
Definitely
Shatner.
has
Not a
over
chance.
Shatner. Don't even.
Shatner's
Shatner in the movies had more charisma than this guy.
No, he does
Shatner's
not.
a bum.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Shatner's a bum.
I'm not- Jesus, you guys are terrible. 734-494-0980.
Jean-Luc Picard has more sex energy than,
Have you seen Jean-Luc
Jim Kirk.
Picard?
I'd rather have Jean-Claude Van Damme.
especially like First Contact, where he's like
Oh,
ripped
man.
out with his buff arms and he's
Yeah.
fighting the Borg.
You can get it.
Line can be drawn all over me, Picard.
But at least Shatner's Kirk had
Jesus.
charisma. This guy has none.
I disagree.
And you know what, though? To be fair, I do attribute that to him being an alternate Kirk.
Oh, to be fair, no, he's
But-
great.
No, he's not.
Yes,
He's terrible.
and this
Not
one
terrible.
I liked him.
He's not very good.
No,
he was
he
more.
was-
He was more tolerable in this episode.
No, he was great in this episode.
Fight to the death.
Disagree.
He was great.
See, I'd win that because he couldn't kill somebody. I could
know.
easily do it.
Yeah, you could.
You could be Hitler and he wouldn't kill you.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
I'd be like, Nick, you're gonna
Like-
kill me. He'd be like, stop, and be well.
Nick would be like, I don't know.
There's still good in you. I sense it. It's gonna
I
happen.
can't believe you said you would not kill Hitler. That's
I
crazy.
don't think I could kill
That's-
anyone. I don't.
That's what top 5 worst things you said on this podcast.
Do you think if you surveyed the entire globe, what percentage would say yes, I would?
99.99.
You think so?
Yeah.
Probably. I'd say probably 75%.
All right, I'm happy to be in the minority.
Let's do a poll, Joe. Twitter. Do it.
If you time traveled and had the chance, would you kill Hitler?
Yeah. Well, we're in the right audience because this audience can look at it and go, how would it affect the timeline?
The needs of the many.
And does the needs of the many outweigh the other needs of the many? Poll, Joe. I want one.
Okay. So I mean, would you roll the dice with the time? Would you roll the dice?
I'd
with
kill
the
him in a
timeline?
heartbeat.
I wouldn't. I couldn't risk it with the timeline. Couldn't risk it.
Oh, things have worked out swimmingly for you.
He's Picard. I'm Kirk. Let's do this.
No, like think about, there's been some other things in the past who have played around with that. Like, what if JFK had lived instead of died? And
What if they have driven a hardtop instead of a convertible?
or maybe just not have gone to that parade in general. Or maybe what if the FBI and the CIA didn't want to kill their own president? Conspiracy theory. Sorry.
What if Epstein's emails weren't deleted?
It's a shame that man killed himself.
Man.
I know.
You know what? So
what a coincidence.
The other day,
that's crazy.
It's so odd in prison with all that information on all those people.
And he hangs himself.
Yeah. When he was on suicide watch.
So I have a question for you guys. And sorry, we're going long, Nick. You have to deal with it. You get to the pearly gates, and you can ask God one question about one conspiracy theory or something you want to know.
Mighty bold of you to assume I'm getting there.
I'll swear you in.
Oh, nice.
I got the whole family. Dude, we're good.
Personal vouch.
You can go and ask God one thing that you want to know or know about any conspiracy theory or anything you want to know. I'm asking the Epstein question. I want to know it all.
Oh, DC or Marvel?
God, this hashtag Batman make everything better. Is that true? God's like, yes, my son.
Epstein's a good. I mean, that's a good one.
I want to know everything about Epstein. I want to know it all.
I don't think you do want to know it all.
I do.
I don't think you do.
I do.
I think it's incredibly
That's
devious.
why I want to know. I want to know everybody who's involved in that. And I wish something terrible would happen to them.
I don't know what I would ask. I would ask why Nick didn't kill Hitler when he had the chance. I think God would ask that to me. Yeah. He's like, hey, so this Nick guy, I sent him back in time.
I was listening to your podcast. What the hell is it?
That would be a weird thought, though. Like, let's say even just now you get sent back 30 years in time. Like, what would be the major thing in history that you would seek to make a change in?
In the 90s?
Just 30 years.
That you'd want to know or make a change?
Make a change. So
I'm getting an almanac.
30 years from now, you're going back to 1993. I'm betting on the Bulls. I'm investing in Amazon.
And Apple.
And Apple. Yeah. But, like, what are you trying to do? Are you going to go to NBC and be like, please do not approve The Apprentice. No, don't let that thing air.
I'm going to say, please don't put Jay Leno on there.
Exactly.
I don't know what I would change.
93. Oh, my gosh. Ooh.
Cobain's still alive.
Cobain is alive.
Maybe take his gun away?
He said in the song he didn't have one. What do you got to take a guy at his word?
I don't have a gun.
You got to take a guy at his word.
So he's a liar.
Oh, he's a bold-faced liar.
What would I do? I don't know what I would do. September 11th, do you warn the government?
Well, okay, so you'd warn the government about that, but not kill Hitler.
Warning, I don't have to do anything.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Maybe if I go back to 1930, maybe I'll go to the United States and I'll talk to the president and I'll be like, hey, this guy's about to come
baby over
into
here
power.
is really...
No, he's not a baby at that point. He's in his 20s at that point. 1930? He was like 20-something.
Yeah, he's in his 20s.
Yeah.
You should go back further.
No,
Don't even let him develop cognitively.
No, because at least like by the time he's at this age, I'll know if he's a dirtbag.
You know what I would do? I would time travel back to whatever year he was 5 years old and whoop his ass.
But not at 6.
No.
Not at 4.
Not at 6 or 4, 5.
You got to find the sweet spot.
What if secretly that is actually what happened to cause him to become who he is? So he was
then
a nice guy.
That's on me for not finishing the job.
Well, and then he has this trauma, and he's like, when I was 5 years old, this man, he looked Jewish, and it pissed me off.
That's the first time I've heard that.
And it pissed me off.
Oy.
So I'm trying to find that man. This is a very insensitive episesode. All right.
These are all hypotheticals.
Hey, so what would you ask God at the pearly gates? 734-494-0980. I think it's an interesting question.
How many pardons do you get? Or like how many people can you personally vouch up to the heaven?
So I think it's one for every 2 pastors, you know. So I can get like 4.
Nice.
I mean, do I know 2 pastors? Actually, I know 3.
Will they vouch for you though?
Well,
I will because
you will.
I have no moral center. Just kidding.
Nick will because
No,
he
he
likes
won't.
me.
He wouldn't vouch for you.
I know.
He's too honest.
I know.
This guy.
You're like, you don't want this one.
Maybe. Anything else, gentlemen?
He's just like,
I don't know.
Just
I think we've ruined any sort of goodwill that we built.
Yeah.
Anyway, by the time we come back, Joe, watch Strange New Worlds.
You know what? This is a great introduction to our Patreon.
Actually,
it
you're
really-
right.
it really
If
is.
you think it's bad here, just go to Patreon.
Yeah, it
So
gets a
much
lot better.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty decent advertisement for what we do, the nonsense that we get into on Patreon.
That's true. We
Yep.
do a lot of hypotheticals, don't we?
Do you have any plans for the 4th? You guys gonna hot dogs?
Why do you ask me when the outro
why do you
music
play
comes
the
on?
outro music before the show's over?
The show's over. The outro music's playing.
I work at 2 a.m. on the 5th, so no.
Oh.
I don't have plans. Well, thanks for keeping up with us. Hey, I hope you all have a 4th of July. Be safe out there.
Yeah, light your fireworks and back up,
Yes.
and deep throat some hot dogs, as many as you can.
As many as you can.
Some glizzies.
It's been real, folks. Bye.
Happy birthday, America.
America.